do you like to breathe? Because my engine likes to breathe. So they have max auto. We're going to show you how to change the air filter on a 2014 Suzuki RMZ 450. Air filters are a really important part of the bike, and it's what your engine gets air from. To get the air filter, you have to take the seat off. Every bike has 2 bolts at the back of the seat, and then the seat will just pop right off once we get these bolts out. Alright, now that we got the bolts off, the seat will come right off, leaving us to the air filter. The air filter is tucked behind these plastics. There's little vents under here that suck in air. There's one bolt on the air filter that keeps the air filter in place. This screws right off, and the air filter will be ready to come off. It's a longer bolt than the air filter's here. This tube goes to the engine, it feeds the air to the carburetor. We'll take this over to the workbench. A lot of air filters are reusable. First off, you take your air filter oil and you spray down the air filter. As you can see, this air filter is really dirty. On the edges, it should be a light green, how you see it here. Everywhere else is pretty brown, so you can tell it's been ridden. This breaks down the dirt and the muck and the other oil that you put on later. Once you spray this down, you rinse it out with water, and then you let it dry for probably a few hours before you put the oil on. This is the foam oil that we use for our bikes. What you usually do is you pour this into a bag, get a decent amount of there, and then you soak the filter in there. The oil will get soaked into the air filter so that when the bike's running and sucking in air, you don't get any of this muck to the back side of the filter. You can see like the oil did its job because the back of the filter is clean, nice green like that. That's what you like to see. It's doing its job because it's dark and brown up here. This is another piece of fencing that goes in the air filter. It's just there to hold its form. Sometimes you'll get pieces of grass or dirt in here and you have to spray this out, but this looks clean for us. Okay, now that the air filter's back on, we're going to put it back on the bike. This goes right back in place like it came off. Usually when you clean them, they're going to be sticky and full of oil, so you're going to want to be really careful. You're going to want to take this, put it back in there. A lot of people put grease on the very edge of the filter where it meets the chassis on the bike, because this filter is sucking air from all around and on the edge, so sometimes dirt gets in from the edges, but not many people know that. Filter's back on, put the seat on, and we'll be ready to ride. We usually do this every ride or every other ride. It's really important to change your air filter and clean it. A lot of riders have extra air filters and they'll rotate them out, and once they're all dirty, they'll clean them all at once to save time. But if you run your bike without changing the air filter for too long, or you just don't clean it ever, you can do a lot of damage to your engine, because eventually you'll start getting dirt through the air filter and into your air intake, and that air will be dirty, and when it gets into your engine, it can score the sides of the cylinders or mess up your valves, and you can have trouble starting your bike or have trouble running the bike. And when they're clean, your bike is getting air a lot easier and you're getting more power. So thank you for watching. I hope this video helps.